guys, the moment is finally here. Hi everybody, this is Lady Sweetheart and welcome back to That A+ Life. So we are pretty much exactly where we left off last time. If you remember, we did send Angelo and Amelia here to beautiful Sulani to celebrate their honeymoon. And we ended the episode finding out that they were going to have a baby. And it looks like Amelia's deep in thought about that. So this episode, we're going to be sending them home. Great, she's going to throw up. Pregnancy. But yeah, we're going to send them home. And we're also going to get Amelia started in her journalism career and see this baby get born today. I'm so excited about it, guys. So what I plan to do is, look at these guys being all sweet together. What I plan to do is go ahead and have Amelia sign up for the journalism career. So the thing of it is, the journalist career that is being offered to her because of her university degree is actually in the writing career. And Amelia is a writer, but I don't want her in the writing career. I really want her to be a journalist. However, I don't want to give up the leveling up that she gets because of her university degree and the bigger sign-on bonus. So what I plan to do is I'm going to have her start in this journalist career that the game offers. And then once she gets promoted, instead of continuing in the writer career, I'm going to have her switch to this career, which is a custom career. So I feel that that's more appropriate. And then what I'll do is I'll just promote her through MC Command Center to whatever career level she is supposed to be in. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, it should make more sense as we go. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and have her do this one, and hopefully she gets to sign to, and hopefully she gets to start tomorrow. So she is a front page writer at Walrus Books. She starts Monday. Yay, I'm glad she starts Monday. We played this, can you believe we played this save for 100 hours? It's crazy. And she got a signing bonus of 2,074 simoleons. Yeah, I definitely did not want to give that up. So I did add the new Slice of Life update. She's wearing messy makeup. Like, Amelia, why did you put makeup on? I did not tell you to do that. But yeah, that's one of the things that they can do now. And the thing of it is, it said the makeup was going to be related to their painting skill. And Amelia does not have a painting skill. She is not Angelo. Okay, do not. No. We're not. Your makeup right now looks just fine. So we're going to go ahead and move them back to the house they belong in, which is, of course, for now, their home in Brightchester. But I do plan on moving them today because I don't really see them starting their family in the Brightchester house. It was more of a like college type of house for them. And I have an idea about that, but I don't know what you guys are going to think of it. Hopefully you like my idea. But I don't want to give too much away yet. Okay, so we're moving them back in. So Angelo and Amelia are talking. You know, last episode, I brought up the point that Amelia and Angelo are both super happy about this pregnancy, but that Amelia might be feeling a little bit worried about how that's going to work with her just getting started on her career and already being pregnant. So they're kind of just sitting and having a conversation about how they're going to work that out. And what they have decided is that Angelo can stay home with the baby. One of you brought up, it was Cat Kit. Cat Kit always seems to know what I'm going to do in this series. But Cat Kit said, you know, Angelo could stay home with the baby. And honestly, I have always seen Angelo as being the stay-at-home dad type. I don't know why. I've just always pictured that to be the case. And I think he would actually love that because the thing is, he paints. And he can actually just stay home and paint. And oh my gosh, look how happy he looks, guys. He is so over the moon. But you know what I think I'm going to do? This is going to sound so rotten, but I think I'm actually going to have him sign up for the painter job so that we can get the sign-on bonus and then quit. That's rotten, isn't it? But like, we might as well take the money if he can get it, right? Yeah, we'll have him sign up for Master of the Real and then quit. But we'll get a sign-on bonus for this. Yeah, we got 2,513 simoleons. And he's supposed to go to work on Tuesday, but we'll have him quit before that. So I'm going to see if Amelia needs to do anything for work tomorrow. She does. She actually needs to write articles, but her skills are already up thanks to her university degree. Wow, she is already a level 8. That's pretty good. So I'm actually, and her belly just popped out. So apparently, in order for her to write articles, she has to interview a sim about their life first. So I'm going to have her interview Angelo just because he's here. There we go. Now she can write an article. Of course she would write a positive article about her husband. I mean, she wouldn't write a bad one. So Amelia has finished writing her piece on Angelo Stroud. She has earned 196 simoleons for it. The article really shed some positive light on Angelo, so he should be happy about it. Actually, yeah, Angelo has a pretty interesting life story, so I can imagine. Oh, she has to write more articles. That stinks. So it looks like Caleb's here, so maybe you can go and ask him about his life and write an article about him. We'll just have an article about all the vampires. I mean, why not? Oh, she doesn't even... How does Amelia not know Caleb? Like, that is weird. Okay, she's introducing herself to him, so she can know him now. So interview him about his life. Is this a vampiric spar? I've never actually had any of my Sims do this. It looks a lot like when he got in a fight with Paul. I hope it doesn't affect their relationship negatively. It was a productive duel. It doesn't look like it negatively affected their relationship. That's good. So Angelo and Caleb are just catching up. I'm sure he has a lot to talk about with him, especially with everything he found out about Haven. So Caleb actually came over to check on Angelo because he heard about what had happened with Haven and about her being in jail. Because, you know, Caleb has always been a father figure to Angelo. From the time he was a toddler, Caleb took an interest in being part of his life. I think because Caleb is also a good vampire, he just kind of felt this obligation to be there for Angelo when his dad died. So she's only 25% done. So in order to complete that, she has to write articles about 8 people. That's crazy. So can I send them out? You know what? Angelo still needs to finish his aspiration. He needs to admire some paintings at the museum. So why don't we send them out to a museum and then Angelo can do that and maybe Amelia can meet some people and finish her articles. So Caleb can go ahead and go with them. I mean, he's already over there. And you'll notice that I did change Amelia's name to Amelia Gothstroud instead of just Amelia. I figured with Amelia coming from such a prominent family, she would probably want to hyphenate instead of just taking Angelo's last name. So that's what I did. Okay, so they are here at the museum. View, and view. And then Amelia, I'm going to have you look for somebody to talk to. Oh, no. We don't want to give Bob Pancakes a flirty introduction. Interview Bob Pancakes about his life. I mean, he's married to Eliza, so it's probably going to be all about getting nagged. This looks like an alien lady, so she would definitely be interesting to write an article about. You can interview him about his life, and then Orange is here. I don't know if he will take... She can attempt an introduction. I mean, he may not accept it, but if she can write about him, that should probably really bring some money in because, I mean, he's famous. And honestly, he should want Amelia to write an article about him because if she writes a positive article about him, I'm pretty sure it helps his fame. Is this a motley group or what? I mean, we've got Bob Pancakes, we've got an alien, we've got Orange. I mean, I guess he didn't take the introduction. I mean, come on, Orange. I mean, she's only married to the woman who murdered your father. I have no idea why you wouldn't want to talk to Amelia. Actually, when I put it that way, it makes total sense, doesn't it? So, and hey, Amelia's dad's here. What a surprise. Hey, guess what, Dad? I'm pregnant. So she might as well announce her pregnancy. He's going to notice. And then she can interview him about his life. Like, hey, Dad, is there anything about your life that you've never told me? I mean, it's Mortimer Goth. He probably does have a lot of interesting things that have happened in his life. Okay, so I think we've talked to enough people, so I'm going to go ahead and send them home. I mean, poor Amelia has work tomorrow anyway, so we definitely want to make sure she gets enough rest. So Amelia is up bright and early at 5 a.m., and it looks like she has morning sickness, the poor thing. But she has to start her new job today, so obviously she wants to make sure that, you know, she is well prepared to start the day. Yay, and she came down wearing one of the outfits that I made for her that was supposed to be like a work outfit, so she just knew that she was going to go to work today. Okay, so Amelia does have a little bit of time before work, so I'm going to have her come on here and write these articles. I don't think she'll be able to get 6 of them written in the next hour and a half, but I mean, we can try to get done what we can, you know. At least she's in a good mood now for her first day of work. So Angelo, why don't you come over and kind of pump Amelia up for her first day of work? So express your admiration for her. Tell her she's gonna just knock it out of the park and do a great job. Compliment her appearance. Tell her she looks great. And then I think she's gonna have to go to work after that. All right, so she's off to work in her work outfit, which is an unusual outfit for a journalist, but I mean, okay. So Angelo is doing okay. So I'm going to have him go out and tend to the garden. And then I thought a good activity for today while Amelia's at work is we could send Angelo to visit Haven in jail. Because I think that Angelo would do that. So I'm going to go ahead and send Angelo out to visit his mom in jail. So Angelo is in the visitation room here with Haven. I mean, it's basically just a room with a table in it. And you will see I did make some changes to Haven. Obviously, if she's been in jail for a little bit, she wouldn't have her hair done. She wouldn't have makeup on. I also added a little bit of dark circles there to kind of show, you know, she's probably not sleeping well. They're both in very sad moods right now because of what happened. So if you're just joining the family, Angelo and his mom, Haven, have a very complicated relationship. Basically, Angelo is Haven's oldest child. She had him when she was very young. She married Vlad as husband number 2, so it was pretty early on. And she really didn't want to be a mom. It was just more one of those things where she was focused on getting him as a husband, and she ended up pregnant with Angelo. And Haven has never been the maternal type. You know, she is a black widow, and her personality definitely fits that mold. So Haven largely neglected Angelo when he was growing up. And Angelo was a very sweet and sensitive child. He definitely needed the attention, and he didn't really get it from her. But once Angelo moved out of the house to go to university, Haven began to realize just how much Angelo has always done for her and for the family. You know, Angelo basically, breaks my heart to see him cry. Angelo basically raised his younger brother and sisters when he was in the house, and that ended up making Haven's life a whole lot easier. So at that point, Haven ended up having a newfound appreciation for Angelo and basically just started to see what a blessing he has been in her life, and also got to the point where she realized that Angelo was really the first person to ever love her unconditionally. Haven did not have a loving upbringing, and she didn't really ever have that before. Until Angelo came along, no one had really truly loved her unconditionally. And so since he's become an adult, they've become a little bit closer. And Angelo, being the sweet kind of sim that he is very forgiving of his mom and the fact that she wasn't a great mom to him. However, he very understandably still has some lasting insecurities because of her treatment of him when he was growing up. And of course, he's also quite upset about finding out that Haven has murdered all of these husbands she's had, including his father. So I think he's coming here and he's trying to get answers, He wants to know why his mom has done these things. And I don't really think Haven has an answer. So Angelo's not really getting answers from Haven about everything that happened. So I think he would definitely want to take the time while he's here to also let Haven know that she's going to be a grandma again, because he is very much happy about that. And as you can see, his mood has shifted a little bit to being happy again. And I think it's because he's thinking about the fact that he's going to have a baby. Just problem 1001 with this game, since Angelo's not the one that's pregnant, he doesn't get the interaction option to share the big news. So we're going to have to try to find something else that would fit. So let's have him boast about family. So we'll just use this as him announcing to Haven, like, hey, you're going to be a grandma again. And honestly, Haven, you're starting to look just a little bit more like a grandma with how jail's been treating you. But she looks happy to hear the news. I think Haven knows how much it means to Angelo that he gets to be a dad. So I think in that sense, she feels happy for him. So she's trying to be excited about it. I mean, clearly it's not working super well, but Angelo's letting her know that he really needs to be on his way. Amelia's going to be home in about an hour, but he wants her to know that he loves her and he's always thinking about her. But before he goes, Haven is letting him know that there's something she wants him to have. So apparently, the old house that they lived in Brindleton Bay has not sold yet. So Haven is telling him she wants him to have the house. She knows he's starting a family and it's a perfect family home. So Angelo is once again giving her a hug and thanking her for giving him the house. And Amelia is done from work, so we definitely need to send him home. So yeah, my plan that I thought of was, why don't we move Angelo and Amelia into the house that they lived in that the family lived in a long time in Brindleton Bay. And of course, we'll remodel it a little bit to fit them a little bit better, but it really is a very nice family style home. So I just thought that made sense. So hopefully you guys like that idea. And it looks like it snowed while Angelo was gone. So Angelo, why don't you tell Amelia that she looks beautiful, because she's probably feeling pretty insecure with her pregnant body, because women tend to do that. And then I think Angelo would ask to feel the baby because he's very into being a dad. So sweet. So poor Amelia is tuckered out after working all day and being pregnant. So what I think I want to do is I want to collect anything personal from this house, and then we're going to move them into their new home because we definitely want to be settled in before the new baby comes. So we do have to do it from Manage Worlds so that we can turn free real estate on, because I think if Haven was giving Angelo the house, they wouldn't have to pay for it. All right, guys, here we are back at the old house. I am so happy to be back here because if you remember, when I had to move the Black Widow family out from here, I was kind of sad because they spent so much time in this house. Angelo spent most of his teenhood in this house, and the other kids spent most of their life in this house. And so, I just kind of got attached to it. So I'm just going to kind of look around. I don't think we really need to remodel everything at this point. In fact, I think Angelo would rather like this living room because it's blue and that's his favorite color. But one thing that I would like to remodel is the master bedroom because I don't really feel like this is their style. And also, we want to make room for the baby. Okay, so I am sure that I will want to change a few more things around eventually, but for now, I didn't change a ton. I did change the bedroom, like I said I was going to, just to kind of suit them a little bit more. I'll put the walls up so you can see a little bit better. So yeah, this is their bedroom, and what I did was off to the side here, I just built like a little area for the baby, and I figured there's going to be a lot of nights where Amelia sleeps and Angelo stays up and paints. So that's why I put an easel in there. And then you'll see that I did put a door here attached to what used to be Samson's room because once the baby becomes a toddler, I do plan to convert this to a toddler room. And I definitely think that Angelo and Amelia are the type of parents that would want quick and easy access to the toddler room. So yeah, I didn't really do anything else here. I just made a few little changes downstairs. I changed the kitchen around a little bit just to make it look a little bit more homey because, you know, Haven style wasn't exactly all that homey. So yeah, so anyway, I hope you like the changes. Like I said, I'll probably change some more things eventually as well. But for now, this is it. And oh my goodness, I missed how picturesque it looks here in Brindleton Bay during the winter time. I mean, this is just a gorgeous. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, other than Angelo telling Haven and Amelia basically having to tell her dad because he ran into her and she was very visibly pregnant, other than that, they have not told their families about the baby. So I think a great thing to do would be to go ahead and throw a party and invite both of their families over. Sans Haven, of course, because, you know, jail and all. And I noticed last episode that I have a lot of these extra social events that I didn't realize I had. So we're going to also check and see if anything would be appropriate. Like, I don't know, something like a baby shower or something like that. Wow, guys, they even have something called Meet My Partner. So basically a party where you want to introduce your new boyfriend or girlfriend to your family. See, these are the kinds of things that should be in the game without mods. Meet the baby. I mean, the baby's in her belly, but maybe we can do that next time. Pregnancy announcement. This is perfect. And it says everyone will react differently. I am very interested to see how this goes. We can invite Archer. Hey, guess what? No, we don't care about him enough to invite him. We're really only going to make it family. I'm going to go ahead and invite Caleb because I feel like without Angelo being able to have any of his parents there, Caleb is probably the closest for him. So Angelo, why don't you stock this drink tray before everyone comes over? Amelia had some coffee, which doesn't seem to help her energy much, but it definitely made her bladder motive go down more. Looks like our first guest is here. Oh, it's Amara, and she's so sad. I would assume because of Haven. So, Angelo, instead of trying to hook up with Amelia, who really needs to pee, why don't you come and try to cheer your sister up? Oh, and Samson's so sad, too. They're still just so torn up about their mom. I mean, I guess you can't blame them. When you find out your mom is a killer, like, that kind of puts a damper on your mood. So, I think... Poor Amelia's trying to go to bed. Oh, sweetie, we can't do that. I think she's going to have to announce this one by one. Announce the pregnancy. There we go. Now, Angelo, maybe you can try to make Samson feel better also. Okay, so it looks like Amelia came in to announce her pregnancy. So we'll see how Amara responds. She looks happy. I mean, you wouldn't expect she wouldn't be. So this is the next family member who's next to us. So why don't you announce it to us? Samson seems happy too. Samson and Amara know firsthand that Angelo is definitely qualified to be a dad. I just realized too, it didn't give us the option to invite Asher. So I guess he doesn't get to come to the pregnancy announcement party. But we didn't invite any kids from her family either, like only adults. So I guess it's only fair. So why don't you come over and announce it to Faith? I don't think Faith's going to really care, but I definitely feel like Angelo's family is going to be easier in this case than her family. Aw, they have to hug first. I think it's so funny that they get along so well now, considering everything that's happened with them in the past. I mean, Faith only got pregnant by Amelia's cheating ex-boyfriend, but they've apparently gotten past that. Okay, here we go. So Faith seems happy too. So far, we haven't had a big variety in reactions. Like everyone's been happy so far. So come and announce your pregnancy to your mom. Some very unusual music you're listening to, Bella. So let's see how this one goes. I'm a little nervous about this, guys. Okay. I don't know that she's all that happy about it. Okay, she seems like she's okay with it, I guess. But she doesn't seem thrilled. I definitely feel like her response was less enthusiastic than Angelo's family. And I love how Amara and Samson came in to dance. Like, Angelo's family just loves a little bit of dancing. They just do. Okay, so I need to see if we can find her dad because he is going to be the other important person here. Okay, so Caleb is up here and yeah, her dad is up here in this amazingly hot workout outfit. Yeah. Okay, so now she's going to announce it to her dad next. I think I'm going to have Amelia stay home from work tomorrow because she can take family leave now, I'm pretty sure. And as much as she wants to advance in her career, first of all, we haven't had time to write all the articles. But she's going to be so exhausted. And I think she's going to go into labor before the end of the workday. So I'm probably just going to leave her home. Okay, so he actually seemed happy as well. Very happy. Definitely more happy than Bella. I mean, he gave her a hug, so. So poor Amelia is going to pass out very soon if I don't send her to bed. So I'm going to go ahead and have her go to bed. And we'll just have to have Angelo finish the party out. I was like, why is everyone standing around Faith and clapping? And then I remembered she's a celebrity. So I think that's the reason why. Even though Amara and Samson live with her, so like, I don't know why they get all excited about seeing her, but okay. I do think I want to try out the other one that we saw for when the baby is born, like showing the baby off or whatever it was called. I think that would be a lot of fun. And maybe, did you see that look that Bella gave him? I kind of feel like Bella's putting on a show. Like, she's not expressing that she's not super happy, but I think she might be a little bit unhappy. Amelia has gone into labor. I knew it would be during the workday. Peeping Tina, nobody needs you right now, okay? So we're going to send her to the hospital. And of course, we're going to join her. And we're going to have Angelo go with her. And Peeping Tina, you can go, okay, I won't say where you can go, but it ain't to the hospital. Okay, so they just arrived at the hospital. Marcus Flex, of course, is going to deliver the baby because he delivers everyone's babies in this save. Vampirically run here so that you don't miss the birth of your baby. There we go, because I know that means a lot to you. Amelia has earned 805 simoleons today. I don't think she's thinking about that right now. Marcus is a medical intern at Cut and Gut Health, which is super scary to think about. Guys, the moment is finally here. Stop. Angelo, you are not supposed to be kicking the soccer ball. You need to come here. There you go. I was going to say, it's a boy. So, I feel like they would give the baby a hyphenated name also. So it's going to be Goth Stroud. And I know I've said it before, but I do really think that we should give their child a name that begins with A, since Angelo and Amelia both begin with A. I just think that's so cute. Plus, the name of the series is called That A Plus Life. So that means like more than one A, right? A plus. So anyway, the name that I want to give the baby is Aiden. Aiden Goth Stroud. Angelo and that bike, I'm telling you. Aw, and guys, here's little baby Aiden sleeping peacefully in his little crib. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here. So we did finally get to meet the baby, little baby Aiden. So we won't be coming back to this household right away. Next time we come back to this save, we will be visiting the Black Widow household and seeing how all of Angelo's siblings are doing with everything, and also get a little bit more info on Haven. So you definitely don't want to miss that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment below. I always love hearing what you have to say. It honestly makes my day. And I'll see you later. Bye.